there, I'm Em. Welcome to the Professionals Recovery Room. Last episode, we talked about boundaries, what they are, why they matter, and when they might not be the first step. Today, we're getting practical. In this episode, I'm walking you through 3 key steps: how to figure out where your boundaries are missing, how to start setting them with confidence, and how to handle pushback without guilt, fear, or shutting down. Because real burnout recovery requires action, and boundaries are one of the most powerful tools you can build. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you said yes and instantly regretted it? When was the last time you felt drained, not from what you were doing, but from how often you had to do it? These are boundary clues. Try a quick self-check. Do you feel overwhelmed by others' expectations at work or at home? Do you say yes to avoid guilt, conflict, or disappointment? Do you think, I don't have time for myself anymore? Or do you feel resentful, like you're being taken advantage of? If you thought yes to any of those, chances are there's a boundary missing. Boundaries aren't just about what you say no to. They're also about what you say yes to intentionally. When everything is urgent or important, nothing gets your full energy. So let's get to it and talk about how to actually set a boundary without it feeling aggressive or awkward. First, get clear on what you need. Start with one area, just one, where you feel stretched. And then decide what you're available for and what you're not. For example, I'm happy to respond during business hours, but I'll be offline in the evenings. Or maybe it's not that black and white, and you could say, I'm happy to respond during business hours, but I'll be offline except for emergencies in the evenings. And say it out loud. Say it kindly, say it clearly. And try one of these phrases. I want to be helpful, but I just can't take this on right now. Or, I need to protect my evenings for rest, so I won't be checking messages after 6 p.m. Or maybe, I care about you, and I also need time to recharge. And remember, you don't have to apologize for taking care of yourself, but you can still be respectful and firm. And that confidence comes from clarity, not volume. You don't need to defend your decision, just communicate it really clearly and allow people to ask questions for clarification. That way, there's no confusion when those moments come up. And I know what you're thinking. Not everyone will love your new boundaries, especially if they benefited from the old version of you. And you might get some guilt trips, maybe some passive-aggressive comments or cold responses. But this doesn't mean your boundary is wrong. This is new for them. It feels uncomfortable. Change feels uncomfortable. So here's what to remember in those situations. People's reactions aren't your responsibility, just like your reactions aren't their responsibility. It works both ways. Just repeat your boundary calmly and use that broken record technique where it says, I've made my decision and I appreciate your understanding. Let the discomfort come and pass. And while boundaries may feel awkward at first, that's okay. Growth often starts with a little bit of tension, a little bit of uncomfortable. People will get used to your boundaries over time when they understand your expectation and your needs. And you may have to reinforce that boundary at times because other people may not fully understand, or maybe their lives are chaotic and super busy, so they just forget about your boundaries. It's up to you to reinforce during those situations and make sure you hold true to your boundary. I know some of you may be thinking this sounds easier said than done, but before we wrap up, I want to give you something to try. So your challenge is pick one small place in your life where your energy feels stretched and just set a boundary around it. It could be letting a coworker know you won't be answering messages after 6 p.m., or telling a friend you need to reschedule, or saying no to a volunteer ask you simply don't have capacity for. Whatever it is for you, write it down first. What are you trying to protect? Then practice your words. Try, I'm not available for this week, but I appreciate you thinking of me. Say it kindly but clearly. No long explanations. Then notice how it feels. Was it uncomfortable? Was it freeing? Did anything shift? You don't have to be perfect. Just be curious and start practicing. Boundaries are hard at first, especially if you're used to being the helper, the overachiever, and the peacekeeper. But every time you speak your truth calmly and clearly, you build strength, you build self-trust, and you get your energy back. You teach others how to respect you by showing them how you respect yourself. Coming up in our next episode, we're talking about layoff recovery, what to do when your role ends suddenly or unfairly, and what are the steps to take next. We'll walk through the emotional side, the practical next steps, and how to rebuild with purpose. If this episode helped you, please share it with someone who might need it. And don't forget to visit me at SYMECC.com or connect with me on Facebook at SYME Professional Coaching and Consulting. You're doing the work and you're doing it well.